So the first thing, what's up, Patrick? All we need is love. That's exactly right, man. All right, so the first thing is when it comes to Facebook, um, understand the algorithm when it comes to Facebook. Okay, understand the original algorithm was set up on edge, affinity, weight, and time. Okay, this is how Facebook measures what it's going to post, what it's going to do. Okay, understanding this algorithm is very important. So remember, this algorithm is basically, it's got four legs. Okay, so this is what makes up the Facebook algorithm table. All right, it's four legs. You have the edge, which stands for the content. So that means Facebook is measuring the type of content you're going to share. The next thing is affinity, which basically that stands for like the relationship with people and the content. Okay, so it's a big calculation of all these things. All right, so the next thing they go off of is weight. All right, weight is basically how much engagement it gets, how much interaction that post gets. Okay, and then it comes down to time. All right, that was the original Facebook algorithm, and based off and all that stuff is how Facebook measures your post. All right, so when it comes to getting more engagement in your social media, when it comes to getting more engagement with other people, there's some things that you can do to get your post in front of more people. Okay, so who would like that? Press number 1 if you want to get your post in front of more people. If you would like to have more people see what you got going on Facebook, put a number 1 in the comment section. Okay, I definitely want to see that because more people eyes on what you're doing, eyes on all the things that you got going on will probably help you out, right? John says yes. Sylvia, what's up? Sylvia said yeah. She's popping in. All right, so one big tip that I don't see enough of, I used to fall into this little trap too, is we all want to get engagement on our posts. We all want to get likes and shares and comments, right? We all want that. However, the algorithm works best when you actually do that for other people. All right, so the algorithm is going to work best for you when you do that for other people. So what I mean by is when you comment on other people's posts, all right, frequently, and when you like their things and when you share that Facebook algorithm then says, oh, you interact with this person, you like this person, you guys have a relationship, all right? That's where the affinity comes in, all right? So then they take that affinity part of the equation and they're going to start putting your stuff in front of other people because you like, share, and comment on theirs, okay? So one of the best ways to get your content in front of other people, hey, what's up, Valerie? What up? What up? What up, Breakthrough Queen? So in order to get your content in front of other people, what you got to do is you got to get yourself in their content circle. Okay, so liking their stuff, commenting on their stuff, sharing their stuff. That's one way to not only get your content in their newsfeed. Okay, another way, or what that's also going to do. Oh, right. What that's also going to do is in that person's mind. So that was for the algorithm. But in that person's mind, that will at least say, oh, let me take a look at what Tia's doing. Let me take a look at what Angela's doing. So if I don't know Angela too well or I want to connect with Angela, so this is just a tip. If I want to connect with Angela, I may go through her page, I may like a few things, I may comment, but then I may share something that chances are I may look for something that I know Angela wanted to get shared. Okay? That's what I'm looking for. I want to look for something that Angela probably more than likely wanted to get shared, right? Then I'm going to share it because what I'm doing is I'm attracting Angela to me. I'm attracting her to my page. People like that stuff. All right, so that's a big tip, something that can really help you out. Now, when it comes to the algorithm, I'll tell you guys some things. You don't want to have a ton of posts on your wall back to back to back to back to back. So if you find that you want to share something. What you do is you want to make sure that you haven't posted anything in the previous hour or within the hour. So what you want to do is you want to spread those posts out, probably about 2 to 3 hours at a time. All right, I've seen some really good marketers take advantage of only posting on Facebook 3 times a day. Okay, so a lot of us are posting on Facebook too many times a day. Spread them out. I would even say, 5 times a day is max, depending on your audience and depending on kind of what you want to do. But pulling away, scaling back from the post will actually allow you to get more engagement a lot of times. So most people think, well, if I post more, then I may get more engagement. That's actually not true. So sometimes posting less, taking the throttle off of your post, and not having so much, Facebook won't categorize that as spammy or because you have to work with this algorithm in order to get your content in someone else's newsfeed. You got to work hand in hand with this algorithm. Okay. So one thing that you can do, because Facebook's just looking for the relationship. There's this relationship equation that Facebook looks for. So when you can trigger that relationship, Facebook says, oh, maybe I should share your content with other people because it's triggered this relationship. One of the best things you can do every day is send out a birthday message. All right, send out a birthday message. Facebook gives you a list of all the birthdays, right? But they've also added a new little tweak to it. So if you actually go to the birthdays and you click there's a little button that's to the right of that person's name, and it looks like a little piece of paper with a pin in it. If you click that button, it will actually open up a birthday message. Okay, so I know a lot of you have used the birthday deal before because we talked about it. However, you can take the birthday deal a little step further. Okay, so what you can do is you can click the button, and it'll allow you to send a birthday video. So there's an actual designated button for a birthday video now. All right. So what you do is you click that button, and it's gonna put a bunch of graphics around. You can do this video. It'll actually save the video. So one thing that you may want to do is if you want to make it generic, it will actually save the video to your phone. All right. So voice messages are great, but what you want to do with the Facebook algorithm is you want to trigger the relationship clause in the algorithm. Okay, so another thing, so leading into it, let's see what Brian's got to say. Yeah. So definitely go check out the custom birthday thing. It's a 15-second video, and you get used to just sending that video. I sent about five Facebook birthday videos yesterday. I don't send them to everybody. If it's the first time I'm talking to somebody, I don't do that. Okay, I don't want to make someone feel awkward or weird. I've never talked to this person in my life, and I just send them a video. However, you make that distinction of whether or not you want to send them a message, a voice message, or a video message. Me personally, I like the video because it's more personal. Okay, it's custom, it's more personal. Does using a posting engine when trying to maximize time and stay consistent doesn't notice the artificial posting agent? Yeah, Facebook is actually on a mission to get rid of artificial posting agents. The one they really like is Post Planner. If you're gonna use an artificial posting agent like Post Planner, Buffer, what else? Hootsuite. If you're gonna use those, one of the best things to do when you're using those is to ask a question with those. Typically, it'll kind of debug the algorithm when it comes to that. So it will, because you'll get a lot more engagement when you ask a question. So if you ask something that's trending, ask a question. When you're using those the tools like Hootsuite, Buffer, what other Post Planner, things like that, you can kind of debug the algorithm with that. All right, so the fourth thing here, number 3 was I'm sorry, I almost skipped one. Number 3, all right, the number 3 little tool to help you triple your engagement on Facebook is the ability to private message people. Okay, the way that Facebook measures this, is once you have a conversation that goes 9 messages or more. Once you engage with someone on social media or on Facebook that goes 9 messages or more, back and forth messages with that particular person, Facebook will now deem that relationship clause has been triggered, and they'll start putting your content in that person's newsfeed. If your conversations are in depth, so what it means is if you have a conversation with somebody and the depth of the conversation is heavy. That means there's not one word responses. There's actually content involved in the conversation, right? So some people give you that paragraph message, right? If you're having in-depth conversations, if you're having those voice message conversations, so a lot of people don't use the voice message feature when they're having a conversation with someone. Use this feature, because typically when you're using the voice message feature using Facebook or the Facebook Messenger app, it will trigger someone else to use that same voice message feature. That will actually trigger, the relationship, button or clause or equation in the algorithm, and will start putting your content in their newsfeed, because Facebook deems, hey, you guys are having a conversation. You guys must be friends. The content that you guys are sharing, you guys are probably like that. Okay, so that's number 3. Using the private message tool to help get your content in front of other people. It's a great thing. I would say, this is one thing that I would say. I mean, connect with people. Don't always have an agenda to sell them your thing or to do whatever, right? Take away your agenda and just have a good conversation. Because if you know you have good content, all right, this is for my good marketers out there. If you know you have good content, you know you have good things on your wall, you know you produce good content on a daily basis through your videos or whatever it is on your blog. If you know you got good content, just have a normal conversation with someone so Facebook can do its job and put that content in front of those people. All right. So number 4 is, we kind of mentioned it before, ask good questions. If you only have 3 posts a day, okay, if you can only post 3 posts a day, one should be a question at least. One should be something that's a question that's going to get engagement. It's going to make people engage, right? People want to engage, but on Facebook, we're so fast, we're scrolling, right? But there's certain things that people just want to engage in, right? Certain people just can't help it. They just got to engage in certain things. So asking trending questions. One of the best questions that you can ask on Facebook, and one of the best questions that you can ask is, what should I do about XYZ? Okay. Ben, I think Manuel was on here. Pop a thumbs up if Manuel, you on here, man? I saw this comes to my mind, but last week he said something about, hey, should I spank my daughter or not? What's your opinion on spanking? Right? So all of a sudden, that type of post is one, it's different, okay? Especially in the entrepreneur world. It has something to do with life. It has something to do with parenting. It has something to do with a very trending topic. Nowadays, a lot of people, hey, what's up, man? A lot of people are on the fence. They don't know, hey, should I spank my kid? Should I lock my kid in the basement? Should I just smack him across the room? I don't know. What should I do with my kids? What's your opinion? What do you do with your little hell raisers, right? And what that does is it gets people engaged, okay? Another thing now this is not really engagement, but I count this as a lead, okay? Once you can get people to like your status, engage with it, that's attracting them. Connect with them, shoot them a message, have a good conversation. What that's going to do is in turn it's going to get I agree. Lock them in the basement. Easy. Lock them in that's what we do with our kids. I'm just kidding. This is recorded and it's going to go on. All right. So again, ask questions. What should I do is a great question. So what should I do about this? What should I do about my hair? What should I do about my Facebook Lives? What would you change? Get people's opinion. Okay. It's a social experiment. All right. Facebook is the world's greatest social experiment. So participate in the social experiment. All right. Number 5, identify what posts work for you best. Okay. This takes your action, but identify what works for you best. Okay. So what I mean by that is, do picture quotes work for you? I think did I get some flat? So do picture quotes work best for you? Go back, look. Do your picture quotes get you at least 100 likes? Or and not everything is based on likes. I'm gonna go over that in a second. All right. However, do your picture quotes get you a lot of engagement? Do videos get you a lot of engagement? Do quotes get you engagement? Do trending topics get you engagement? Do controversial things get you engagement? Go where things get you engagement. And what you have to do is, and this is what I do. This is just some advice that I do once a week. I go back to my previous, because I don't post a lot on Facebook. So this helps a lot. This helps in this. It's very easy if you don't post a lot, which I would highly recommend. Don't over post. Okay, if you have questions about that and you want to get really technical, go through the online bootcamp. Go through the Authority Bootcamp. I cover all this in much detail, so you can watch the webinar, you can see everything in detail. But go through the Authority Bootcamp. It's a social media Authority Bootcamp. Hop on toponlinebootcamp.com so you can see this for yourself. Okay, so I know a bunch of people on here have already gone through that. If there's people on here that haven't gone through that, then I would highly suggest going to toponlinebootcamp.com. Getting access to that's super inexpensive. It's, boom, snap of a finger and you're done. But it's going to teach you a lot of stuff about getting engagement and building authority using social media. Okay, but what you want to do is go back, and if you don't post a lot, it's going to allow you to see what got the most engagement. All right. One of the questions that I get a lot is, how do I know what to run ads to? How do I know, especially for the beginner that's getting into learning how to advertise, learning how to spend money on advertising on Facebook, because it's one of the greatest traffic sources on the planet. Facebook marketing, Facebook advertising is one of the greatest traffic sources on the planet. However, I've been there. I know how you feel. If you're there, you're like, I don't want to waste money. Okay? I don't want to waste money. One of the coolest rules to thumb to get eyes on you and to get eyes on what you're doing is to understand that if you get 100 to 200 likes on something on your profile, it may be something that you want to put towards your ad budget. Okay? The next thing is have an ads budget. Right? Have an ads budget. I would say that unless you are willing to spend at least $150 a month on Facebook ads, then don't do Facebook ads. Do what you can for free. However, realize that money is going towards targeted people that you have done research on, that know they will engage, they'll buy. I mean, there's so much. That's another training in itself. But understand that. Go back and identify posts that work best for you. That's number 5. All right. Number 6. Where are my Walking Dead people at? Where are my Walking Dead people? You in the house? Everybody watch Walking Dead? I'm not saying I know how y'all feel sometimes about TV, but hey, where my Walking Dead people at? Anybody on here Walking Dead? Watch Walking Dead? I'll admit it. I watch Walking Dead. I've been busy the last few weeks, so I haven't watched Walking Dead in the last few weeks. But where my people at? All right, so number 6. Number 6. I'm calling this the zombie status. All right? We're calling this the walking status is number 6. The walking status. All right? So I'm by myself. That's a lie. That's a lie. We got some Walking Dead people on here. Coral, don't kill him, Coral. Is it Coral? I never know. Is it Carl or Coral? Is that his name in the show? Because Rick's always saying it's Coral, right? Coral. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. See, somebody fix it. I don't know. Somebody tell me. Is it Coral or Carl? I don't know. Valerie, do not watch Walking Dead. I would highly recommend that if you have not seen Walking Dead, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Kimberly, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say it's probably Coral. It's Coral. You guys think it's Carl? You're wrong. It's Coral. All right. So number 6 is it's a little trick here that you can do. Go back to old statuses. Okay, good statuses that got engagement. Remember, the algorithm works on time as well. So the longer the post, the lower the edge rank. Right? Remember that. Longer the post, the lower the edge rank. But you may have seen a picture pop up, or you may have seen, something pop up on your newsfeed. You're like, oh my goodness, that was posted, 8 months ago. Go back to a post that got some good engagement. All right. Go back to a post that got some good engagement, maybe a week, 2, maybe even 3 months ago. And what you want to do is you just want to pop an emoji in there. in the comment section. All you want to do is just pop an emoji in there in the comment section. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring that post back to life. This is why I call this the walking status or the zombie status, because it's going to bring that post back to life and it's going to get it back engaged with the news feed again. Now, think about it. If you posted that 3 months ago and you've been marketing every single day in your business, imagine how many people, okay, you've connected with that are brand new people to your friends list, to your followers, shared people and other networks. Imagine how many people over a 90-day period did not see that post. Okay? Imagine that. Okay? Valerie, see you later. Be safe out there. Be safe. Don't hurt anybody. But imagine how many people didn't see that particular post that are now connected to you, but they never saw it, right? They never saw it. So what you want to do is you want to bring that post back to life just by putting a quick emoji on there, even a period. Something, that comment is going to bring that post back to life, okay? Always thought the zombie apocalypse was for teens. So yeah, it's coming. Y'all want to joke and stuff. I need to be listening, but hell. Anyway. All right, so the number 7 last tip to help you triple your engagement is you got to understand where is the best time for you to post, okay? Now, this takes some trial and error because you've got to see who's online. If you have to recognize people are in different time zones. People look and see what is the best time for you to post. You may think, oh, well, everybody's waking up in the morning and, first thing they do is grab, go on Facebook. Maybe. They may be, sitting, on the couch before they go to bed and just kind of be scrolling through. So test things out when it comes to time, but get a good idea of what time works best for you and what posts are working better. So if you hopped on and you missed one of the 7, go back in the replay. I will post this up on my blog as well. Again, guys, I do have, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 more spots left for this promo. So if you want to get inside of the 90-day master, if you want to learn how I tripled my income and you want to learn how I'm helping people triple theirs, then I have 7